GT Holidays #1 travels in Tamil Nadu. உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சவங்களோட பிடிச்ச நாட்டை சுத்தி பாருங்க.
Behind Woods, Mati Yosi Udagni. In this episode, we have lifestyle coach, motivational speaker, and author Gaur Gopal Das. Vanakkam.
Vanakkam. It's a great pleasure being here at Behind Woods with you, Agni.
Right. Pleasure to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
So let's start. I have a lot of questions about general lifestyle.
Okay.
About things that would be of great interest and
Sure.
great use to the general public.
Sure.
So we'll start with this thing. What do you think of the reasons that people give for not getting married, for their disinterest in marrying? For example, marriage gives you so much responsibility, which is hard to handle. Mm-hmm. Marriage takes away your privacy.
Sure.
What do you think of such reasons? Is it okay to not get married and have the reasons of your own? This is not for me.
Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Are you looking forward to?
No.
No?
Not anytime soon.
But are you looking at marriage?
Maybe.
I think the modern modern day youngsters, millennials, they're not wanting to get married is not completely wrong. Not completely right either. So I'll explain what I mean.
Okay.
They're not completely wrong. They have seen the institution of marriage fail badly many times. They've seen that those who are in the marriage and are carrying on are just a drag for most couples out there. It's just such a drag, it's just routine. And most youngsters are always after excitement. So they see that this is just a dragging relationship. Both the spouses are not really doing well with each other, but socially, because it's not right to break. Now kids are grown, what will happen? How will it be taken socially? How will it be taken socially? So they continue on. So they see that. And they also see marriages falling apart, divorces, because of lack of compatibility. And then they don't want to take a risk. And the sorry to say this, I hate saying this, but the modern day concept is, if milk is available to buy outside, why have a cow? That's what they think, which is lack of responsibility. If I can go and get milk anywhere I want, why will I keep a cow at home and take responsibility of caring for the cow? So that's how that mindset has come out to be. Like I said, it's not completely wrong, because what they have seen is not very inspiring for many. I'm not saying everybody. There are good relationships, things that have worked well as well. And people who've seen that are inspired by that as well. But there are many who are not inspired. So here's how I think that they are not complete. This is not completely wrong, but how they are not completely right. I think we all have several needs. We have a physical need, we have an emotional need, we have financial needs, we have spiritual needs, and a complete life is where we have addressed all our needs. If you address one need and not the other, it's like having air in the tires of the car, but not having fuel. A car has needs. It needs air in the tire, it needs fuel in the fuel tank. Everything needs to be in place for the car to move on. So a complete life is where you have addressed all different dimensions of your holistic needs. In a relationship between a male and a female, the physical need is the smallest actually. But that's gaining a lot of prominence in the world today. The physical aspect of a male-female relationship is so big, although and it's a part of life. It's a part of a male-female relationship, and it must be there. It's a part of human physiology. But just blown overboard. It's like OTT, they say, over the top, and then when it comes to a physical relationship, in a physical relationship, you can still satisfy your physical appetite and your physical needs with multiple people. But when it comes to your emotional need being fulfilled, to love and to feel loved, that's where you can't share your emotional speech with 20 people, because your emotional bandwidth is limited. Your physical bandwidth will be massive. And which is why you can go around. I'm not saying you should. I'm saying people do it. But your emotional bandwidth is limited. You can't share your emotional spend with 2 people or 3 people or 20 people. So which is where commitment in a relationship becomes crucial to fulfill that side of your life, which is your emotional need. And trust me, when it comes to emotional fulfillment in a relationship, it needs time. Like if you go to a gym, you don't go to a gym and start expecting results in one day. You need to go day after day, consistently working on it. Some days things go wrong, some days things go right. Some days diet-wise you have a cheat day, some days diet-wise you have a perfect day. And with all of these ups and downs, you keep working on your physical fitness, and one day you see the results. It takes a while. You can imagine emotional bondings take so long, which is why then committed relationships, when it are not so much about physical pleasure, committed relationships are about emotional fulfillment. And marriage happens to be the way to commit to a relationship if the marriage institution is right, where friendship is the center of a relationship. Not that you brought a servant home to work for you, or not that she got a breadwinner. It's not she got a breadwinner for her and he got a servant to serve him. That's stupid. That's stupid. There should be genuine friendship. And if that happens to be in a live-in relationship, where the guy and the girl are committed to each other for the rest of their lives, whether they solemnize their relationship with marriage or they don't solemnize their relationship with marriage is a detail. It's just that they have a particular reason why they did not solemnize that marriage. So I do feel that it's not about marriage itself, it's about commitment to a relationship, because that's when you have that limited emotional bandwidth to share with someone and make deeper bonding. And if that doesn't happen, I wouldn't be surprised why youngsters would not want to get married. But with this understanding, I don't think too many people would have a problem to say that commitment to a relationship is important, and if marriage happens to be the way to commit, why not? In the world today, because youngsters spend so much time in the night, either it's pleasure and fun, partying, or sometimes it's even productive work, creative work happens in the night for most people. Either ways, I think it's not so easy for them to go back to the early bird completely. And in the micro universe is in sync with the macro universe. The power, the energy that we get from the macro universe is the maximum, which is why we will function to our optimum capacity. I once read someone wore a t-shirt, and on this t-shirt was a slogan: 99% of the girls in the world are beautiful, the rest 1% are in my college. Can you imagine that? I felt like whacking that guy. No, why are you being so judgmental about that? So sometimes when you're working with people, even if you are right, not necessarily people will agree to you. And that doesn't make them bad, because they agree to something else that's right.
GT Holidays, #1 travels in Tamil Nadu. உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சவங்களோட பிடிச்ச நாட்டை சுத்தி பாருங்க.